Hello everyone, my name is pangoduck. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager. I must apologise if I sound a bit gravelly. I can hear it in my own voice. I don't know what it is. I woke up and I have a gravelly voice. I'm sure the more I use it during the episode, it will go away. Now, you're not here for my voice. You're here for Team Pango Racing. So, last episode, Belgium. We've only gone and got 8th, which was huge. Wonderful drive from Key. And so, today's race, Munich. 25 laps, very low tyre wear, low fuel burn, softs and mediums in this case. Okay, brilliant. So, we're still repairing the car. We're designing a new engine, which is going to take a while because we decided to let it be a bit of a longer one for a higher quality part. So, let's get on with things, shall we? Publicity, opportunity. Oh, sponsors as well. Okay, well. Engelhardt could be leaving Garuda. Engelhardt, who we are not a fan of because selfless and aggressive and offended by us, yeah. Because he went and just crashed into us, didn't he? So screw that dude. We don't want him ever. Okay, right. Publicity. So, hello, Duck. Thank you. Hello. Here at the GMA, we've been watching Key for a while now. And we feel she is a perfect example of the good, clean values that our organisation represents. As a personal favour to me, would you permit us to use Shen in our upcoming media campaigns? It might be a little distracting for Shen, but having Uncle Ernie owing you a favour is not something to be sniffed at. Okay, so the thing is, extra voting power is nice, 500,000 is very nice. Publicity porn. And unfortunately, we don't get an indication of what that actually does. Obviously, since he said it's going to be distracting, I wonder how long it lasts. Don't know. It's obviously going to be a negative trait, and we don't know what that is yet. But I think we'll do it partly because we really like the voting power, and because we did spend a bit of that, and 500,000 is nothing to sniff at. And also, we just want to see what it is so we know for future, right? So, let's do it. Let's do it. So, let's go and just check out what that did. I assume it's applied it already. Oh, what? That's so worth it. That's so worth it. If anything, I wish that had come before I got the sponsor offers for the extra little marketability boost. Oh, gosh, yeah, we'll always do that. -10 morale, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Right, okay. Car is... Oh, we're not quite. Let's just finish... Well... We've actually got 2 slots, so we need to let them fill up anyway. So I think we'll just not worry about it for the moment. Okay. So, wait, why? Car repair finished. Oh, there we go. That was weird. I was like, why is it still greyed out? Okay. So, we've... Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so. Keep saying so. We're building another engine. So, but that's probably not going to be ready for the next race. Maybe, because we're going to hammer it, aren't we? But, like, it's going to be sort of 14 days or so. A bit less. A bit more. Don't know. Okay, so we've got this gearbox. The brakes were okay. Reliability. 80 is a bit on the cheeky side, but then we've got to do the same with our wings. We've had problems with the front wing a couple of times, but we really can't turn down just going full blast on this for a few days at least. Everything is 80 minimum. So yeah, what we're really looking at is this, followed by all of the wings plus this set of brakes to just bump up a little bit, which I think we'll have time for just before the engine finishes, just to crack a few percent on there. Every little helps. We're still going to have this engine, so I'm okay with just letting that tick up very, very little. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's absolutely fine. And we're going to let this just... Well, I guess we can look at it, right? Let's look at it. So no upfront from either of these. And a bonus payment depending on position. That's interesting. Do we confidently think we could get 11th or above? Maybe. The thing is, obviously this is half the money and only like 3 positions less. But the thing is, it's only for 4 races, so we can get out of it quicker and get a better deal. But we'll wait and see what the third deal is. I might go for this because we have had a few good results. We might miss out on it, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, to be honest, we've got, obviously this is a race bonus, so we only take one of these 3 during the race anyway. Okay, and then this other one. Obviously, we're definitely not going to get the bonus, but we do just get 1 million. So, if we're not going to take this one in the race anyway, we may as well take the 1 million, but we'll... I mean, this one's 6th or above for the bonus. So we could do with having one really where we think the bonus is achievable. That would be handy. But we'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I'm so glad to be back on this game. Obviously, there's a bit of time that passes in between me kind of recording a week's worth of episode. Oh, I've been waiting to play. This game's so good. Right, what was the deal? We didn't have the Golden Tiger one, so... that's quite tidy, isn't it? It's a bit of a compromise in terms of bonus payment, sorry, and we get 900,000. That said, we are locked in for 9 races. Ooh, that's a difficult one, actually, isn't it? But that said, we could get quite a bit of money, really, if we managed it. I think I quite like this one. Because we get some money no matter what, even if we have an absolute disaster. And potentially we can earn an extra 1.8 million, sorry. But yeah, there is the drawback of being locked in for 9 races, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We're not really getting amazing deals offered anyway, are we? So whereas conceivably we could I think we would at least get 14th. I think in almost every race. And then we could come back to the table. But I'm tempted to take this one because, you know, we get 1 million. That's basically a race's worth of money, and that's okay for where we are. But I'll hold off and just wait. We'll just wait a bit longer. How are we doing on the... okay, 68 on the gearbox. Oh, it's actually going to be finished on that day. 75, so it only needs a couple more days. I suppose it is going up 6.5% per day, so... Let's have a look at these now. This is the one we had. So that was just 1 million for 5 races. Obviously the bonus is not going to happen. In fact, none of the bonuses are going to happen because they're all first. So we're just going to take this one, aren't we, for 1 million. And it's the same length as this one, which only has 400,000. It's all well and good these being higher quality sponsors, but we are not going to finish first. And if we do finish first now, I will scream. But if we finish first, we still get this 1.2. So it's pretty good, isn't it? Perhaps our marketability has started to outstrip our ability. Do you think? Is that what that is? Maybe. Anyway, we're definitely taking... I suppose there's no point in putting off these decisions. Like, we're not going to get more than 3 offers. So we will take this 1 million. And if by some miracle we win a race, we get another 1.2. Now, here. I think we do just take the guaranteed money, acknowledging that the longer deal may well, you know, potentially we could have made more, but we can't see the future, can we? So, I mean, and plus, we get, this is only an extra 100,000 per race, and it's still 6 races. So yeah, no, let's take Golden Tiger Bank. Got quite a bit of money now. Obviously, we're still building in the HQ, the telemetry center. Oh, so this is on 75. I'm just trying to think, do we need to be spending our money anywhere? I don't think so. Really. Because we are upgrading the HQ. I mean, technically, the only thing we could do is set a bit more aside for the next year's car. I don't think it's worth it. Bear in mind what we saw from the chassis at the beginning of the season. I'd kind of just rather not. Let's just leave it. Yeah, right, okay, so... Oh, there's a race event, okay. So a couple of days, and then we will be... Well, in 1 day, we'll be at 81.5% for the gearbox. So, in fact, let's just leave it. Oh, actually, no, well, the day before, that's fine. Choosing a vote. Oh, so we could... Oh, this is where we get to put forward a vote. Oh, yeah. Awesome. We have got a lot of options here. Wow, okay. What do we... Oh, okay. Longer practice sessions. That's kind of handy, but it's not... I don't care. Longer races, don't really care. Track layout of us, don't care. Replacing a track, adding tracks. A faster pit lane speed limit? That's kind of funny. I guess it depends. Yeah, if you've got... I mean, I guess, but we're not making a lot more pit stops than anyone else. I'm not really sure what it means by sequential pit stops. Like, what's the current rule? And this lets you... You need, like, more pit crews so you can do both at the same time. Anyway, we don't care. Points. Remove double points for the last one. Remove point. We don't really care about points at the moment. I suppose, really, the only thing that really affects us are the spec parts, which is why we spent the money, because we didn't want them to make the front wing a design part, because our designer has a skill of 1. Oh, this is, I don't know. I kind of want to make a vote just for fun. But at the same time, there's nothing I'm particularly bothered about. We could make it so that you have to develop your rear wing, because our designer's quite good. But, hey, we could do qualifying. Random grids. Literally what? Isn't that dangerous? What? Race sprinklers? Seriously? Okay. Okay. Oh. I mean, we could get ERS just for fun. I don't see the point, though. I'm not really sure. Yeah, weight stripping, we don't care. So, really, there's not a lot that we want to do. The thing I will do is just check what is our designer's rear wing. Oh, it's really good. Okay, well, let's. I'm not 100% sure on whether this is worth the time, but based on the fact that he designed such a good rear wing, and I don't really think we want to replace him at the end of the season. I mean, we could, but if we could make the rear wing a designed part, I guess that would benefit us. So let's just do that. We want to do something for fun anyway. So rear wings can be developed. It's cost us $1 million. We've just got that from a sponsor anyway. And we'll probably just chuck like all of our power behind it when it comes, you know, why not? And this will obviously apply to next season. So we'll see. Okay, scouting, we're still doing that. You've only got one more in the queue. So we kind of, how are we doing? Have we scouted everybody in our series? I think so. Yeah. So I'm not really sure if there's anyone else we want to scout, to be honest. Like the cheapest people to break their contract, I guess. Just, you know, because why not? Just to have something in the queue, you know? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to the car. 88%, more than good enough. And let's, how long until 7 days. All right, that's good now. So we can just spend 7 days. Well, the thing is we need to do, there's 5 parts that I want to do. Maybe what we'll do, why have I done that? My bad. Because there's the rear, but we haven't really been struggling with the rear wing. So I think we'll do this for a bit. And I think we'll have time to squeeze a bit in here as well. Because bearing in mind, even 1 day is 3% to each. 3 and 3.25, but yeah, okay. In fact, thinking about it, yeah. Let's just crack these in for a bit. You know, why not? Let's just make sure that we're all kind of... I guess the next step is to get everything above 85, right? I mean, in fact, everything is above 85, except for the rear wing, so... You know, why not? I mean, maybe after that we should start focusing on performance, but then the other engine's going to be finished very soon. But I think maybe we will, and then we're only really going to be working on the reliability of new parts, because I think I think 85 should be more than enough. We can keep an eye on it. Maybe if we put the engine up to 100%, we could be running it on red mode like all the time. I don't know. We'll have to consider it. Let's just leave that until the engine's done. The engine is now done. Beautiful. Why is it not there? Was it because I got to refresh? Probably. Oh no, 18 hours. Oh, it's the vote. Sorry. It's the vote. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be against it. How much voting? We have 6 voting powers. Should we just throw it all in? Because there's more teams that don't benefit. What else? Like, we've looked at the rules, haven't we? What else do we really care about the voting power for? Only if we had to stop them from doing front wing. And even then, I'm not that fussed. Like, we'll just adapt. The thing is this is probably overkill. We probably only need about 4. But let's just do it. Let's just find out. I almost did abstain. That would have been funny. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? Maybe 5? No. Because these guys are really not going to want it, and I don't know how much voting power they have. Let's just... If we do this, then we've got no... You know, we can't... This is as much as we can do. It's probably massively overkill. So you put 2 in. Abstain. Okay, yeah, it was massively overkill, I think. Unless he's got loads of voting power. No. Actually... Oh, actually... Yeah, we could have got away with a bit less, but I tell you what, it could have been close. So it was worth it, I think. Brilliant. Okay, so next season, front wings. Right, let's just finish the engine. There we go. Not front wings, rear wings. Sorry. I hope it's not front wings. Okay, right, let's improve this wonderful engine, which is not that wonderful yet. I mean, in that sense, we should just have this one, and then potentially when it's going to be reliable enough to use, which is brilliant. But funnily enough, it's not actually the best engine yet, because we've been passively ticking this one up. So, but it's got a much higher ceiling, and I think maybe once we get this to a reliable state, we might start cranking that up a bit more. Okay, right, enough. Come on. Do you actually want to get to a race today or not? Well, our mailbox says no. I don't even know who that is. Anyway, that's fine. Scouting, sure. Race event, the Asia Pacific Super Cup, which I believe is the division above us. And indeed, isn't it Firebird that went up from our division? I think. Yeah, Sabado, yeah. Gosh, our headquarters need some work. We're trying. Another race weekend. Let's just, since we've got a pause, let's... We didn't design a new part! Oh, guys! Oh, I mean, you know, life goes on. Never mind. Yeah, we've wasted a bit of time there. Completely just forgot. Oh, what a silly person. Never mind. So what would we develop next? I mean, everything is kind of passable now anyway. I guess suspension. So, I mean, there is an argument that we could have had the suspension ready for the race, a new one, but... not really, because we've got the engine is only going to be finished completely at 100%, like the day before. Yeah, that's completely on me. It's the first time I've done that. We've made it a long way. Okay. So, hang on, 127. What have we even got now? We can have extra components, but what? Oh, we need this. Oh, yeah, we need the. This is the thing, isn't it? We need the. We're now kind of a bit limited by buildings, actually. Funnily enough, because our designer doesn't have amazing components, and we can't go up to the next level because we're limited by buildings. Now, 127. I think that's better than what we've got. But not by a lot. Yeah, 108. Oh, in fact, it's just the same as what we've just built. So I guess that's worth it, but it's a bit rough, isn't it? Because, and I mean, the telemetry center is for... Was it the gearbox? So we're building the building to make better gearboxes. But yeah, that's a point, isn't it? I guess we've only got green brakes, so maybe it's better to get a good quality set of brakes at second one. That said, that is only 108. So I guess technically this is the worst part. Medium speed corners. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, well we go from, hold on, come on. All right, so 126, 108. So if we go from 108, what am I doing, guys? Design new part. We go from 108 potentially. I'm not having any illegal parts, so I mean the only other thing that's worth, it's not worth. The only thing that's worth me taking is reliability. So 108 to 127, or 126 was it, or 128? Can't remember. 126, we'll say, to something more interesting. In fact, because this just happens to have better perks on it, we actually end up getting a higher quality bit. I think the increase is about the same across both of them. I'll tell you what. Let's do the suspension first, just because that's the worst part. So we'll do that. I mean, it starts at a higher reliability as well, because there's nothing else worth taking. I don't think. Does this see the reliability is minus 10% in the wet? It's not like an overall thing that we can then. I mean, we could get it to 100% and then it's just 90 in the wet, but I don't want to do that. I don't really want to have it better in the wet. That said, surely it's better to. We don't really care about saving a bit of time on reliability, do we? So this is basically pointless. So we may as well take this and take a buff to the ability on wet and inters, and just the reliability will crunch up to 100 anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I'm talking around in circles and we're not getting to the race. But yeah, sorry, that's completely on me. Just didn't design a new part. I don't know why. Just all over the place. Come on. Get it together. How are we doing? 86 on the engine. I'm tempted now then. They're both 86. Let's just put them both in. And just, let's get these towards 100 because we want to be running red more often, I suppose. We're currently in 9th. We've got to get some points, but we have picked things up. Hey, our drivers are fine. Why? The designers, hey, you are going to be starting to hold us back a bit with your rubbish components, so I suggest you just settle down, all right? Why don't you just take a breather, Vasily, all right? Please don't leave, though, because we have nothing else. We have no other options, so please don't leave us. Okay, Munich. Heck yeah. Just go on then. I bet it was 40%, wasn't it? Yep, 40% chance of rain. Every race. Maybe we should build that forecasting center. Oh dear. How are we doing? Oh yes. 97%. Beautiful. Okay. By the way, as an aside, while we're on the topic, you kind of think, oh, well, you can't change this until after the race weekend, so you're wasting days. The fact that it's complete one day after the race, I think that confirms to us that these do not tick over during race weekends. Yeah? Agreed? I think we all agree. All right, good. Now then, bonus. Ooh, we put ourselves in an interesting situation here. Do we go for the big bucks? No, because a fifth of a million is nothing to sniff at, and we have not been achieving 6th. Like, let's have a look. Very quickly. 8th, 9th, 10th. Don't say 11th, no, 13th. Okay. Well, that was at the beginning, though, and 15th. So we have kind of been steadily improving, key. But, and, technically on this trajectory, we should finish 7th next race and so on. But for this race, at least, I don't think we can sit there and expect 6th. So we will just take the 200k. Now, part fitting. We have not fitted stuff, don't worry. I am aware. Let's just give Key all the best things for a moment. I mean, technically, Funnily enough, this is the better engine for this race, so there you go. Yeah, you're angry about that, though. You've got the better suspension, and you're all mad. So you'd be content if Key just didn't have a suspension. Brilliant. What a cow. Hang on a minute, what? What? You were angry a minute ago. My car is better than shit. Is it? Hold up. Key's got the better suspension, the better gearbox, the better engine, and the better brakes. They both think they've got the better car. Well, technically you've got a better quality engine, Mizu, but it's not. Performance-wise, it's... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're similar, right, at the moment? That's fine. I don't know if this is bugged. Wait. Well, they're still content, so we'll hope for the best. Come on, let's get on with the race. It's been like half an hour. Come on, guys. Stop wasting my time. And by you, I mean me wasting everybody's time. Right then, Munich. Munich, Munich, Munich. I think this area, it just looks like the same as Belgium. I think that's why, like, quite often I'm like, I feel like we've been here like 40 times. And I think it's because that area looks similar. Oh, rain today. There was not forecast rain for either day, I think. I think. Now then. So you want to go out on inters, but as far as we know, it's not going to be wet tomorrow, so we're not doing that. 8 to 10 laps. Should we take the soft bonus? I guess so, because we're probably going to start the race on soft. And if it's wet, if it is wet tomorrow, well, Sunday, then we usually do alright in the wet anyway. Do we want the medium or the... I mean, 8 to 10. 8 laps. It's not a lot, is it? But then there's only 25 laps, I think? Is that right? We can absolutely see it. Season calendar. 25 laps, so it's not that bad, actually. But we could go longer. Who cares, right? It's not really going to matter to us, is it? All this kind of science, it's not going to matter. So, let's just get on with it. I keep saying I'm wasting loads of time. And then I just keep doing it. It's such a Pango move. Right. Soft, you're good, Mizu. Now. Soft. Ooh. Downforce. Downforce, 4 days. Okay. Let's get the speed balance somewhere. I don't know about the handling, but I still want to get... it's pretty horrible, isn't it, actually, trying to get this right. It's going to be wrong, but let's start it... Well, can we get it a bit more? No. We're struggling. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Both on soft, so that's probably going to... that's probably going to delay... Ah, damn it, I wasn't ready again. I took my hands off the keyboard. Go. That's probably going to delay our race knowledge, our soft tyre bonus, because we're on inappropriate tyres in practice. It seems to work like that. I'm not sure, though. I haven't brought them in either. I am in danger of just screwing everything up today. So, let me just apologise in advance, because I'm obviously just going to mess something up hugely in the race, and it's so annoying when you're watching someone and they keep doing that, and you're like, you've missed! Oh, you've missed! Oh my god, you've missed this, and yeah. So, sorry about that. Oh! Mizu. Hello. Hello, 94%. Alright, let's just see if we can crack the handling. Maybe even just 2 ticks, and then... Yeah, and then something like this. Give it a go. I will bring you back in. We don't really have to, but this should just be the last time, so... Beautiful. Ooh, we've got the downforce there as well, but we're way off on the handling. I mean, that's not surprising. This isn't the handling the one... Yeah, well, we had to go nuts on the suspension, so we'll bring that right back. It's very poor, so I think we're going to be safe, and if we're not right, it's not going to be in here. Speed balance also needs a bit of a kick in the behind. Something like this. Let's give it a go. Off you go. my wonderful driving team. You may not have the support of the designer, but you absolutely have my support. And I mean, Key's been killing it, right? I should check what the ranking is on our car now. Oh, Mizu! No way! No way. Okay, that's fine. Stick at 98. That's awesome. Go, 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 go. Go do some driving. Okay. I'm not even sure if she's going to have enough tyre wear to go to the end. Anyway, we're up to 89. Yeah, we need to just go further on the handling. That's really all it is. Oh, look at that. So, I don't know how much. Maybe somewhere there. I'd like to bring that a bit closer. Well, that's not quite enough for me, actually. Let's go 2 ticks and then bring it back with a bit of... yeah. That said, we can leave that off a bit, can't we? We might have overdone it there. Let's find out. You will be coming back in, I'm afraid, but we definitely want to get your car as wonderfully set up as we can because you have been impressing. So we're just going to let Mizu keep driving. Again, not really sure about the engine modes in practice. It doesn't matter. Well, I think it does, but it doesn't. I mean, look, our tyre knowledge is behind the race trim because of the weather. Oh, okay, that's probably good enough. I think I'm going to call that good enough. 95. We could... Hang on. Oh my gosh. You're so lucky I reached the mute button before you heard that horrendous cough. Now, do we want to just tweak this a bit? Like, we'll send her out. That's still great, so we could just go the other side on the speed balance. Yeah. Let's kick the speed balance a bit. Yeah, let's do that. And that'll do. And worst comes to worst, if it's lower, we can just come back and have 95 and there's no problem there. Did I just do that? I did. Okay. So I mean we're gonna get level 1 on the softs. Which is better than nothing, and then, you know, we're going to find out. I mean, a lot of people are doing the same, actually. Because if it's not wet, then having the intermediates... I mean, maybe you get faster race trim as well, but we've really struggled with getting our bonuses, so... I'm not too fussed on that one. So let's just let them drive. Putting in some green sectors. In fact, the rain's died off anyway. The rain's died off anyway. I didn't even... It's been off for a while. I just didn't notice. Final minute. Oh, we could get level 3 race trim. No, I think if we just crossed the start line, we might have been good. But I think we're going to be struggling there. That's going to be it. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, level 2 race trim. Ugh. We only have level 1. Ugh. Ugh. Never mind. I think it must be affected because we're not driving on the correct tyres. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not interested in a bonus to winters, okay? I am literally in love with Mizu. Will Pango Racing pass on a marriage proposal? Hey. We're happy for our drivers to just have support around them. It's not raining, is it? No. Sorry, just completely interrupted your wedding proposal to check if it's raining. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Right, let's check the weather. Okay, yeah, it's kind of cool, actually. 15. But we're not expecting rain as far as we know. We're definitely going to take the pit stop guru. I think that's better. That said, she's not doing as well, is she? Like, let's be real. She's not been doing as well as Key. I don't think it's probably got a lot to do with that, but has the pit stops made a difference? Not really. Because the tyres are quick anyway. I think we're going to give it a go without. Let's put them on the same deal. Okay, what did you end up with? Oh yeah, we kept you there. Going to start on the softs. How much fuel can you have? 10 laps. Yeah, that's alright, because you technically could go 8 to 10. You're not going to, because we're going to run quite hard. But we're going to hammer the engine quite hard as well, so that's fine. That should all work out just absolutely fine. Almost said perfectly, but let's face it, it won't be. Okay, we did decrease the setup, so we'll go back to that one. Again, softs, that's fine. That's fine. So, here we go. Finally. 35 minutes into the video. Let's begin the race. Yeah, we're 4th and 7th or something. Let's not... Yeah, come on, let's not waste time. Right, let's have a good start, guys. Lights out. Oh, it's a terrible start from both. Now, luckily, Missy doesn't fall too far back. Key actually manages to wrestle her way back forward. She's definitely better than Mizu. Look, she's going to pass. Oh, maybe not. There's Mizu. Oh, no, the team radio was on. She heard. Okay, the shadows and everything. It's very difficult to see what's happening. Don't worry about Jonstatir, okay? Jonstatir is not our concern, so we're okay. Yeah, obviously the engines are good. It's a bit friggin' packed in there, isn't it? Okay, let's go ×2 just to... Because, I mean, there's nothing we can do. We're on red, so... Unfortunately, we're struggling. This is really packed, isn't it? We're going around corners kind of 2 and 3 wide all the time. I mean, look at this. This is madness. I want to watch what happens. Let's speed up a bit. Corners. I'm not even watching our cars, in fact. Jonstatir, what's happening? Brownlish, Santa Ana, and Evans are just like all in the same car apparently, even though there can't be 3 people on one team. And wow, this is a bit of a rough start for everybody, isn't it? It's all very chaotic. We are sitting in 9th and 11th at the moment. We've got to be careful of the tyres, you know. I think we better just call it there. At least a step. Because we are going to burn these tyres way too quick. I mean, I'm tempted to go down to yellow. I mean, we're ripping through the fuel as well, but we can't really let off too much here, can we? I kind of have to pull back on the tyres because if they get too hot, they're just going to shred very, very quickly. But we'll leave the engine. So, this is a bit of a strange situation for us. I'll zoom out a bit now, because we're used to actually being in the top kind of 6 or 7 at this point in the race, but we are struggling a bit at the moment. Mizu's done well there, but look at it. It's still, what lap are we on? Going on to lap 4, and still just this crazy pack. What's everybody else doing? Yeah, quite a lot of aggression. Although people are starting to pull back, especially on the tyres, which our tyres are getting hot. We're definitely going to pull off those. Do we want to go down to orange? I mean, the engine's fine. It's totally fine. We've got so much to play with. But I don't really want to pull down to orange because we are still in and amongst it. Let's get to the end of the lap and do a fuel count. I think that's going to be what we're going to have to do. Let's just get there. Okay. So, near enough. So... yeah, I mean, you could do 4 laps. Both of you have got the same fuel. You could do 4 laps on orange. So should we put 1 on orange and leave 1 on red? Bearing in mind the tyres are not going to be doing too well, so I could put 1 on orange and then try and get 1 to... Well, no, it's kind of struggling to get 5 laps out of this now anyway. But the point is the tyres are not really going to last 5 laps anyway. So who's going to go 4 laps and who is going to go 3 laps? Who's got the better engine condition? Mizu. Okay. And Key, alright, Key, you're going to drop down. And you're going to go 4 laps. Wait, what? No. Yeah. Because you're going to shred your engine. But you are going to come in sooner. Okay. So Mizu is going to come in 3 laps. 3 laps. Okay. Well, let's just let them race. I'm not going to adjust the power. Leave the engine modes out of it for a moment. The tyres are beginning to shred. The only thing is Key's tyres are in a bit of a worse place. I mean, she's at the back anyway. Conserve the tyres, please. Okay, so 1 more lap for Mizu, I believe. Is that right? I'm not pitting now. Can you do 2 more? Yeah. No, we're good. So you're going to pit this lap, Mizu, which is fine. I mean, we've not really managed this super well. Let's pit. 19 laps remaining. Now, we've only got through basically, well, 8 when we get to the end on our softs because we've been going a bit crazy on the fuel. So anyway, we're going to fill up, I think. And what do we want to do on the tyres? Do we want to just stay on softs? Or do we want to try and go for a longer stint and try and get 10 laps out? We're only going to have 10 laps of fuel, and if we're running it hard, like if we run it on orange, we're only going to have 9 laps. So in some ways, the mediums are a bit of a waste. So I think we'll go softs again, and then we'll look at it. But we don't want to do 2 more stops after this, do we? If we do 8 laps per stint, or even 9 laps per stint, that doesn't do it for us. So we may have to go mediums on the last stint. But let's go softs for now. Because we're going to go softs on one of the stints. We don't want to go 2 mediums. And let's just see how we go. Let's just see how we go. But yeah, potentially we're going to have to run a bit slower on the last stint because of the fuel. Because in one of these stints, we've got to get... Well, hang on. There's 18 laps after. It is 18. Maybe we can do the whole thing on orange, actually. There's 18 laps after this, of course. Sorry. So technically, if we have 10 laps of fuel... That is 9 laps of orange engine mode. So we could actually maybe do this. So anyway, yeah. No, we're doing that. We're doing that. I did change her tyres, didn't I? Let's redo it in case. Just in case. Yeah, cool. Park condition is fine. Fast. Go. Okay, now, key. And indeed, we just need to actually, let's just focus on Mizu for a minute because I want to pull her off the engine mode before she goes in. Don't worry, I've got your fuel. You're pitting. You know you're pitting. All good. It's all good in the hood. Fallen way down. We are not doing well at the moment. Let's put you on orange in prep then. Okay, so, Key, how are we doing? The tyres are struggling. I think you can push them now. Because I think you're already in the lower band. Maybe it's not worth pushing. Neutral. You're already in the lower band and you're going to pit. How are we doing here? That refuel. Refuel takes so long. That's a pretty naughty pit stop because we were hoping for 11 seconds, I think. But we didn't make any mistakes, but they're just a bit too slow. Okay, well, you having had an extra lap, you were going to do the same thing. Definitely. And, yeah, see, 11 seconds. And we're going to see how we go. So, Missy, I don't really want to go nuts on your tyres. Because I'd like them to last 9 laps. So I think it's going to be a bit of a wait-and-see situation here. It just seems like she's so far back off that pit stop. Let's see how we do here. Is she on the right mode already? I can't remember. I think she's on orange and yellow. Maybe the 50% less... That's kind of the ironic thing, actually. The 50% less tyre change time probably would have been more useful in that sense than we've got, because we haven't been doing well off the softs anyway. So, but anyway, this is the strategy. We're pretty much not going to change a darn thing for a while, so let's just speed up. Because, like I say, I kind of want the tyres to go a bit longer. We'll keep an eye on it. And we'll see how we go. I mean, people are going to be people are pitting now. So we do jump back up to a reasonable spot. But we didn't get in front of any of the front runners. But I mean, you know, we've really been overperforming. So we shouldn't really have a problem with this. Sponsor objective is 13th, so that's what we're going for. The tyres, see the tyres, even though we're not pushing them, they're getting a little bit awkward because we've still got a while to go on these. I don't really want you to get overtaken, but I don't really want to give you... We're in a bit of a strict situation with fuel, you know, and the tyres. I mean, I could maybe give you red for a couple of corners, but is it worth it? I don't think so. Because, you know, if this person's going to overtake you, I think they're going to overtake you. So we'll just hang out. We'll just hang out for now. There's a lot of people on mediums. But, you know, so technically that should be benefiting us, but I'm not sure it is. Finally, you're going to get past. That's okay. A lot of people going super aggressive. We'll see. We're taking a bit of a mathematical approach to this. Let's just check the... So, you've only got 2 more laps then, Mizu? Is that right? Yeah, that's probably about right. So in that sense, maybe you can go to red. I mean, it's a bit close. It's close, but I think you can. Because 1.3, just for one lap. So I'm going to give you, well, almost a lap, potentially. And then we'll see. I think you've got spare fuel as well. Let's do a bit. I think you've been conserving fuel better than the math suggested. To be honest, this isn't really helping you that much, is it? Let's pull back now. You've got to do 2 more laps. So you need 2.2. So yeah, no, that's alright. We'll just pull back now. It's a little bit close, actually. I may have to go yellow. Oh, look at the tyres. Look at the bloody tyres. Well, let's just go yellow while I fret. Yeah, that's awkward on the tyre front. Thing is you can't. They're cooling down. I mean, you're also freezing. Maybe that's why. I've let them cool down too much. Now, you're going to have 9 laps left after. You have managed 9 laps, so I think we will go soft. Yeah, we'll go soft. I mean, there's an argument, isn't there? There's an argument. Oh, that's awkward. We've got to take the extra second. There is an argument. We're okay car-wise, that's fine. There is an argument for mediums, and then we can push a bit harder. But we've got the 5% performance increase. We're going to just give it a go. We're just going to give it a go, I think. So, Pit, you may as well just, like, these tyres are so cold anyway that they're shredding. Yours are getting cold, so we need to just keep an eye on you. Mizu, it kind of is what it is at this point. Yeah, I know. We're pushing you a bit far on these softs, and maybe it would have been worth going mediums instead. But we've made this decision, rightly or wrongly. I mean, maybe we should be... I mean, they're shredding the tyres so much that maybe we should be on mediums. Because, I mean, look, this means you're going to be on 12%-ish at the end of the race. I mean, I did let them cool down, but to not let them cool down, I have to push them harder. I've changed my mind. We're going to go mediums for the final stint. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go mediums. And then we'll actually push both a bit. You're going to run out. Let's make sure you get to the pit lane. Yeah, I think I might even go mediums on Key as well, even with a lap less, because she is just struggling. She is struggling on these softs. Yeah, okay. We've shredded the tyres a bit quickly. That's the thing. I've not really given enough appreciation. They're too cold. To the fact that when you're in the lower band of these, you're really struggling. They're really bad in the bottom band of performance. So I think on that basis, we're actually, even though you've got less to go, let's just sorry, fuel. 8 laps remaining. Let's put 9 laps in, so you can run orange. But I think we're going to put you on mediums. We're going to... You have got a lap less. There is a lap. Oh, yeah, but to be fair, you're not having to pit, are you? Ooh. No, we're going to put you on the same strategy. That is open for debate, for sure. For sure. But we're going to put you on the same strategy. And we're going to run, like, a bit harder on things. Alright. Let's get you home. Hopefully you've got enough fuel. Only just. Yeah, it's not been a good race, to be honest. It's not really been a good race. So, there we go. 16th and 17th. We have got people that need to pit. We've really got to get a move on. Maybe we will just hang out on these tyres a bit. They should be okay. We need to make sure they make it to the end and don't get too warm. We better keep an eye on Mizu's. Okay, let's speed up. Watch the minimap for pitting. People are pitting, but they're all getting out ahead of us, except for like one. And we do need to try and find one more spot. If we can. Because we need to... Oh no, we're losing a spot. Ugh. We need to try and get 13th for the objective. People are pitting, but they're coming out. We're going to get ahead of Rogers, I think, because he's got a mechanical issue. Yeah. But we've got to find another position. We're not really going to find it. Okay. It may be a red engine mode situation. I don't think we're not going to get lapped unless we've already been lapped. No, we haven't. So we're going to be completing all of these laps. Okay, well, let's just get to the end, even though we're in danger of being... We have been overtaken. Let's just get here and then just do a bit of a fuel calc. Starting on key. Ah, too far. So, you've got 5 laps. Is that right? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So, no, you haven't really got the excess fuel to go nuts. Both of you. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of it, really. This is about it. I could eke out a little bit from you. I mean, we are in 13th suddenly, but I'm not sure that's going to last. We're under big pressure. We could try and fight El Sadat off, but at what cost? At what cost? Let's see. She's driving well now, and I really need you to drive well. Because El Sadat is on better tyres, well, softer tyres. How are we doing, Mizu, on the tyre? Your tyres are getting a little bit sweaty. In fact, well, to be fair, they're getting... Ugh, not that one. They're getting too hot. And indeed, yours are getting too hot, but you've got a bit more to play with, and I'm scared. Because if we can, we absolutely want to keep 13th. It's not going to be easy. Got to watch your tyre temp. But we're okay at the moment. You better just you better slap it into overtake. Okay. The tyres though. The tyres aren't gonna... We're gonna have to bring them back down a spot. How are you? Are you going like super... yeah, you're on red engine mode. That's so awkward. We're not really achieving much on the sector time, but we are on slower tyres. Okay. We're gonna micromanage this to the end now. Let's try and keep it. Obviously, Mizu is not really... I mean, if she can put some pressure on, that would be helpful. Maybe we'll just check. But then, no, because the tyres are going to start dipping. There's only 2 more laps, though. There's only 2 more laps. No, there's only 2 more laps. In fact, push your tyres. Because you're actually about to go on the last lap. Soon. So even if they overheat, you should be okay. Yours are a bit further from overheating anyway. We don't have a lot of it. Oh, we do have some. Do you know what? We might have red fuel for the end. Red engine mode, I should say. That's it. We pulled away a bit. I think he had to bail out. Yeah, he's conserving his engine. And obviously his tyres are going to be in a worse spot than ours once they hit the bottom band. So I'm not going to waste fuel now on the red mode. Let's wait until he comes back at us. He's on yellow. He's on yellow. Mizu doesn't really have a lot to achieve. I guess maybe she needs to defend. We'll maybe go red for like the second half of the lap. I don't want to run out of fuel at the end. That would be so disastrous. We'll get onto this straight and then we'll call it red for both. Red. Red. Let's make sure. I think we're okay. Set a nice lap actually. She's driven really well this lap. She's got green sectors. And Mizu got a green sector on the second sector. She's not driving quite as well. If we can get the sponsor objective, I'm going to call this good. Make sure we don't run out at the end. Okay, brilliant. And you were going to get 15th? It was not a complete disaster. What are you talking about? You always get this kind of position anyway, Mizu. What are you talking about? You always finish here. Anyway. Disappointing after the progress we've made. But, yeah, I think the tyre wear... We may well have been better going on mediums from the start. But that said, in all these races where we've done well, generally at the start, we've kept ourselves in the top kind of 6 or 7 for quite a long time. And in this race, it was never on, was it? We really struggled to get back up. We had a slow start. And then we just started to fall back. And this is on me giving them everything they can have in terms of engine mode and stuff. Yeah, it looks like most people did a stint on the mediums at some point. Maybe starting on the mediums was a good shout. But no, but then the fuel is a problem. That's the awkward thing. You don't get much more out of the fuel out of the tires, sorry, in a lot of cases, because the fuel is such a limiting factor. Anyway, so like going on a harder compound is not always even worth your time. We didn't get anything extra from cheating swines, but we got the sponsor objective. We definitely chose the right sponsor for the race, so that's okay. That's not too bad. Oh, that's the thing though. Oh, I didn't check. How many points? 14. Predator will be below us. Octane. Octane got 12. Nice. So we're okay. We'll be 8th minimum. Do we beat... In fact, we might even beat Archer, do we? Yeah, we beat Archer as well. And we're 1 point behind Dragon Race Team China this race. They got 15 points. Okay, so we're good. We're good. That's it, really. Really, that's what we're trying to do. Obviously, we're still 9th overall, which is a bit of a pain. But it's close. It's close. The problem, don't forget, we do actually need to try and get 8th overall. You know, throughout from the season. So we got to pick it up a bit. We've definitely got to pick it up a bit. But as a single race, this has been fine. We've got the sponsor objective. Everything's going to be green. We're continuing to improve, I should say, which is great. And yeah, we keep the happiness here, as well as a bit of marketability. So I mean, all in all, we come out winners. We do come out winners, but we do need to try and get a few more points, because we just need to sneak above another team before the end of the season. But there's a few races to go yet. There is a few races to go. First of all, though, the standard pit crew situation. Okay, I mean, above 80, I'm basically okay with. You know, we haven't really had mistakes, but below 80, and you need to get on your bike, sir. Fixing is not an issue. So I'm probably going to put... We do have a 9 and an 11, actually, for the back. I was thinking I'm going to use this 8 and 3 on the front, because he's an 8 and 9 at the back. So... Or maybe we'll change both out at the back. No, because 81 stamina is just swapping out for 81 stamina, so there's no point. I think maybe we'll swap both. Nah, I'll tell you what, we'll just do that, I think. For the front. Wait, what am I talking about? We do need this guy at the back, don't we? Oh, unless we put in this guy. So, what am I talking about? We had to swap one at the front and one at the back. Anyway, that's perfectly fine. Everybody's above 80. Fixing shouldn't be an issue. Fingers crossed. I'm not particularly interested in hiring anybody else, even if they're good. I mean, I guess we have the money. 7 and 11, like 7 on either side is pretty good. 93 stamina. Nobody else particularly excites me here. I mean, 11 rear jack is nice, but this is useless. Like, you can have 12 refueling, but if you're only 1 on the tires, I don't want you. So, I guess maybe the top guy, actually, then. So, let's do that. Let's hire the top guy. Now, I don't think we have a space. No. We need to check contracts. 6. 7. 7. 8. 10. 8. You like just listening to me read out numbers. It's great, isn't it? 7. 7. 8. But you got to watch as well in case I make a mistake. 8. And then you can be outraged because it's annoying. 8. 6. 10. 10. 11. So these guys are all going for ages. Maybe this guy can go. He's got good stamina, but only 5 tires. That's at 10. 10 fixing, but you know, that is useful in the early parts of the season. This is difficult. This is not good. You are not good. Yeah. I'm going to take you out. Not like kill you, sorry. not that. But, yeah, I'm going to fire you. And then we're going to hire this guy. I'm not going to put him in this race. It's fine. This is good enough. But now we've got a nice option for later. Now, let's just go through the mailbox. Another interview with these wonderful UK Sports Network people. You attempted a quick pissed off a key during the race, but it resulted in a mistake. Did it? Your very own chairman criticised the move, saying that motorsport isn't the place for gambling. I feel like we get asked questions. No, there was one before, which I caught in the editing, where we get asked a question, and that didn't even happen. And I'm not sure that this happened. I don't think we had a mistake. I must admit, I wasn't fully watching on a couple of them, maybe. But we didn't have a mistake, did we? We didn't have a mistake. Never mind. Nah, sorry. We had to go for it. Oh, that's fine. I don't know why they would care. Like, they would agree. Why would their morale go down? I would thought it would be the chairman, happiness, that would go down. But, whatever. Anyway, next race in sunny UK. Let's check it out. So, should be sunny. Obviously, normally it rains at Silverstone, which is not Silverstone, it's quote-unquote Guildford. Only 23 laps. Very high tyre wear, though. Engine is crucial, which is nice because our engines are reasonable now. Low fuel burn. And super softs and softs, so no mediums. I can't see us using the super softs with our tyre wear. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see next time. Now, before we go, though, I was just going to see where we are with the car. Still 9th. Still 9th. What about the engine, then? 8th on the engine. Oof, with the worst gearbox. Really? We have the worst gearbox? Really? People are improving. we gotta get moving. We gotta get moving, guys. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time for the UK, where apparently it's going to be sunny. We will see. Catch you then.